Honorable Mr. Maglan, Honorable Minister of Education and Science, Mr. Tapan Mishra, UN Resident Coordinator, Mongolia, Mr. Bolsai Khan Sambu, Secretary General of the Mongolian National Commission for UNESCO, our dear colleague, Mr. Borain Chokoron, Director, Division of Education Policies and Lifelong Learning at UNESCO headquarters in Paris, Ms. Dibmar, Cluster Coordinator of Workforce and Economic Development of GIZ Mongolia, Mr. Frederick Hubler, Head of UNIVOC International Center in Bonn. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you. It is certainly a great pleasure and honor for me to give these opening remarks at the second National TVET Forum in Mongolia. I wish to acknowledge His Excellency, Honorable Minister of Education and Science, local and international participants, and TVET stakeholders for active participation for today's forum. I wish to express my deepest appreciation to Mongolian Ministry of Education and Science, the Mongolian National Commission for UNESCO, the German Society for International Cooperation, GIZ, UNIVOC Network member VETP, Mongolia National Institute of Educational Research, UNIVOC International Center in Bonn. I applaud your valuable partnerships to ensure today's forum is a great success for all stakeholders. Today's forum is a follow-up to the first National TVET Forum in 2019 that concluded that a successful exchange of best practices, key action points, and fruitful dialogue among the participants can lead to solid recognition by the government. Since then, there has been significant progress in terms of the completion of the review of TVET in the country with key policy recommendations for implementation by the government. I hope the newly revised TVET law and TVET national qualifications framework is a step further which can be approved by the government of Mongolia. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a fast evolving world with multiple socio-economic challenges, including those from what we have been recovering from COVID-19 pandemic, and also transitioning towards increasingly digitalized and greener economies and societies. And the global challenges such as climate change, such as land use change, such as the skill sets which need change due to Industrial Revolution 4.0. And certainly the 2022 UN Transforming Education Summit has really put new priorities which governments have to work together to transform education systems. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the availability of skills for rapidly evolving labor markets can play a crucial role in economic development, given all the challenges. With the technology shifts and increasing digitalization of the workplace, TVET systems must be fundamentally transformed, must be reshaped to meet the needs and demands of the labor market. It is good to note the international development partners, UN agencies, private sector, and government in Mongolia are working to address the skills training needs of youth in Mongolia. I certainly thank GIZ for partnering with UNESCO to organize the second TVET Forum for Mongolia. UNESCO Global Strategy on TVET 2022-2029 is a guide to support the efforts of the member states in achieving quality and relevant TVET systems, to equip all youth and adults with the skills they need for employment, decent work, entrepreneurship, and lifelong learning. It is a renewed call by UNESCO for the reform of the TVET systems to build a better society for all, to reduce inequalities, leaving no one behind. My colleagues will certainly make more detailed presentations on UNESCO Global Strategy for TVET. The Mongolian government is strongly committed to TVET reform. With the support of UNESCO and key valuable partners, the government of Mongolia has made significant efforts to critically review TVET and also has implemented reforms to transform this sector. I wish to acknowledge the active participation of 3 UNIVOC centers in Mongolia who played a significant role on TVET reforms and transformation. VETP has played a key role, of course, for organizing this forum. Let me also acknowledge the presence of TVET, the UNIVOC cluster coordinator for East and Southeast Asia. TVET has played a key role in fostering closer cooperation among UNIVOC centers in East and Southeast Asia. In conclusion, I would like to reassure the government and people of Mongolia that my office, UNESCO Multi-Sectoral Regional Office for East Asia, is deeply committed to working closely with the Ministry of Education and Science to advance TVET and the skills agenda for sustainable development in Mongolia. I wish you all a very productive and successful TVET forum. Thank you very much.